possibly one of the worst disservices that religion does to mankind is that it devalues sex in the way that God intended it to be valued, and the results are disastrous. So sex at its heart is a picture of what is in God's heart: love and life, love and the creation of life, of course, two things very near and dear to God's heart. And if we think about it logically, like Jesus himself, who was co-creating with God the Father, Yahweh, Jehovah, they actually designed sex. They designed the parts, they designed how it works, they designed how it feels. They designed the whole thing with good reason. I like to quote Romans 1:20 that says, "What can be known about God can be seen through what is created." And of course that includes sex, as well as mountains and stars and skies and trees and clouds and the blue sky. But we can learn a lot about God and love through sex. We are love-receiving and love-giving beings. That's who and what he made us to be. And sex is just one indicator of that fact. So, religion's stance has traditionally been to squash sexual desire and to keep it under wraps and to call it bad even. But at its heart, it's not. It's only wrong or bad when it gets used in the wrong place, in the wrong time, with the wrong people, for the wrong reasons. And when that happens, it can hurt in any number of ways. But sex in itself is a very pure, beautiful creation. So when religion takes it and puts it under wraps and tells you you're not supposed to use it, and creates many people who, in the name of religion, take vows of celibacy, etc., it is trying to contain a beautiful creation of God that won't be contained. And then it usually manifests in unhealthy ways, because you can't just take one of God's most beautiful creations and put it in a box and expect it to stay there. It's like trying to contain the wind or trees or growing things, right? It's never going to happen. Speaking from experience, 30 plus years in Christian culture, and having talked to tons of people about this issue, men in particular, I have met scant few who haven't dealt with this issue. And what I've seen is that it doesn't go away, no matter how holy a person tries to be or how much they try to contain it. It doesn't just turn off and go away. Not for the most holy people I've ever met. So what's the solution? The solution is to honor it in the right way that God created it to be, not feel ashamed about it and not try to brush it under the rug and ignore it and, just pretend it doesn't exist. The solution is to honor it in the right way. Find somebody that you really, really want to be with for the rest of your life. That's why God and so many people suggest marriage, right? Make sure you got one you like and stay with them, and do what? Enjoy sex the way it was created to be enjoyed. Like Proverbs even tells us to enjoy it all the time. Check it out for yourself. That's the proper approach to sex, not squashing it and sweeping it under the rug, because it will find expression. And we know what happens when it doesn't find expression in the proper ways. So, the solution is to express it in the proper way, the way Jesus himself, the co-creator with God the Father, Yahweh, intended it to be expressed in loving relationship with one person that you love greatly and enjoy it to its fullest. Don't squash it, don't turn it off. And I say this especially to young people just beginning in the faith, because I've seen all of us old-timers make the mistakes of approaching it the wrong way. Don't make those same mistakes. Thank you, and have a nice day.